and farm-fresh milk from Liver King Ranch. The most feared warriors, the Maasai.
This is one of the most barbaric, nastiest characters I've ever seen on the world stage. So today, guys, we're going to be talking about Liver King, and I'm going to be showing you guys his other character. This character is a full-blown barbarian, setting unrealistic standards, convincing people to do nasty things. It's all up to you if you want to follow this, eat like him, train like him, but this is the most nastiest character I've ever seen. And he's a barbarian, and I think he even calls his supporters, fan base, barbarians. And this character does the nastiest things, and I'm going to show you guys. So recently I seen guys in my comment section talking about this character, so I looked into it. This character is disturbing. This character is setting unrealistic standards and trying to convince guys that if they eat and train the way he trains, they'll have the body that he has. His body is completely fake, and you can tell just from looking at this photo. This doesn't make sense. So right here on Wikipedia, it says that Liver King is known for eating large amounts of raw organs and meat. This is really nasty. Raw organs equal 55 in the reverse reduction cipher. Liver King equals 55 in that same exact cipher. Liver King comes from Tim Allen. They are identical to each other, as you guys can see from the side by side. Here's another side by side of them, and they look identical to each other. More side by sides. And right here is like spot on. They look the most identical to each other in this side by side. And what is the chances Liver King looks the most like Tim Allen when Tim Allen is dressed as Santa Claus, which is a character? So Tim Allen is already a character, but when he's dressed like another character, that's like double character. That's like double layers of character. And that's when he looks the most like Liver King, which shows that Liver King is a complete character. He looks like a character. He looks fictional and just like a joke. This is what this Liver King character eats, and it's quite disturbing. This is brains. This is so gross, and he looks exactly like Chuck Norris. And if you guys go check out my video on Tim Allen, I showed you guys how Tim Allen is Chuck Norris. There's a bunch of jokes about that. And Liver King looks identical to Chuck Norris. It looks like I'm looking at Chuck Norris right here, but it's actually Liver King. It's so crazy and sick. So this is just disgusting. And then this is him and his wife, and it's just dirty, like just this crazy barbaric way of living. And they want people to go backwards, but we're moving forward, not moving backwards. They want people to live in this old archaic way, and that's just not aligned to the universal laws. We're supposed to be moving forward, not backwards. And this is just nasty. They're eating raw meat all the time. 51 shots of blood. Are you serious? This character took 51 shots of blood. This is nasty. That's just so gross. And then there's this video. Basically, he was telling people where to get the blood from, and he took this animal, and I don't remember if he stabbed the animal while it was alive, but he literally takes the blood from the animal, and he says, take the blood from the gut. Oh, it's so nasty. And he just drinks this stuff, and it's just gross. And I really hope people are not acting this out, but I'm pretty sure people are, because this character has a following for some reason that is dedicated to him, that really likes him. And this is what you call being a vampire, you know? This is literally some vampire stuff. This is loving the life force that is inside of something, and especially when you're drinking the blood, that's just nasty. And I don't put it past someone that's like this to start eating people. Liver King equals 38, matching to murder. Murder equals 38. So we see this character matches to death terminology. This character most likely might be a death faker, and they usually do this with characters that are promoting some type of diet. They kill them, and then people get skeptical. Some people think that they were telling the truth, so they get more involved in what they were promoting. It's a weird thing, and I would not get involved in what he's promoting. This character is born in 1978. Carnivore equals 708 in the standard cipher, so he's connected with that because a 0 doesn't count, so that's 78, and he was born in 1978, so it's all connected. Gay equals 708 in the standard cipher, matching to carnivore, And there's even studies that have came out saying that chicken hormones makes men gay, basically. So right here, and I know I put a picture of this guy eating raw meat. I just thought it was funny, even though the articles are talking about chicken. He looks like a pure vampire. So right here, it says chicken producers inject birds with female hormones, and when the men eat those chickens, they experience deviances in being men. So the definition of the word deviances is the fact or state of departing from usual or accepted standards, especially social or sexual behavior. So they start questioning and pondering on their orientation. Every time I see this character do some nasty stuff like this, I just want to throw up. I don't even want to say what these are, but if you know what those are, then yeah, this is just gross. And this film that I watched, this guy went on this quest to try to be a farmer, and basically in the farmer industry, they by default are injecting these chickens in order to get paid and for them chickens to sell. They're injecting their animals, making them big, injecting them with all type of hormones. And one of the chickens that they injected didn't get affected by it. He stayed regular. So the chicken on the left is smaller, he's healthier, and that's how they're meant to be. And they were mad at this chicken. They actually really hated him. It's a sick film. But this chicken on the right, he's huge, he's like nasty, he can barely even walk, he's stupid, he just sucks, really. And right here we see he has overworked lungs, weak legs, he has a stressed heart, achy joints. Think about people who are eating this all day, all night, and then they get 40, 50, 60 years old, and then they're wondering why they got a stressed heart, why they got achy joints, why they got overworked lungs, why they in and out the hospital, why they got weak legs. It's because of what you're eating. Now, personally, me, I don't eat meat, and I've seen an insane amount of differences in my life from not eating meat anymore, because I was born eating meat, and that's just how things was. And not eating meat, I've lost so much weight, I have more energy, and just all these other factors in my life just changed. And you can go and eat meat. This ain't a place to come attack somebody because they don't do something that you don't do. People always want to do that, and that's just fear programming in their subconscious mind. They feel threatened by anyone that do anything different than them. But I'm just saying, for anyone that's on the fence, I get a lot of questions of people asking, what do we eat? What do we recommend? I'm not in any category or group. I don't like boxing myself into a group or category. I just don't eat meat, all right? And I try to steer away from not using dairy products like that, because dairy products do cause mucus. But you know, you could fix your diet in the way that suits you best. You don't need somebody else to tell you how you should eat. But don't just conform to what you've always been eating. Like, try something different. If you're confused why you are always lethargic and you eat meat, maybe you should try not eating meat and see how things change. Test everything out for yourself. If you're a vegan or a vegetarian and you don't see any crazy changes and you think you could go deeper, go be a raw vegan, okay? You know, just do whatever you want to do. Like, try things out for yourself. There's benefits in not eating meat, and I've seen those benefits and I've reaped those benefits. So that's just all I have to say about meat and diets, because I get a lot of questions about that. So before I end this video, I do want to reveal this to you guys. This actually creeped me out when I looked into this and found this out. If you're someone who doesn't eat meat, be careful when you go into these fast food places, getting their fries, etc. Things that you think don't contain meat. Be careful. McDonald's fries have beef in them, okay? They used to fry these fries in lard, animal fat, and then they started adding this quote-unquote natural beef flavor to them. And whenever you see natural flavors, be weary of that, because they are not natural flavors. You don't know what that is. And this is just gross, because it's like people are consuming a crazy amount of meat. So say a person gets a Big Mac or something there, and they get the fries and they think, oh, I got a potato or whatever. But like, you're eating basically meat on meat. You know, you're not even eating a natural potato. It's crazy how that works. So thank you guys so much for watching. I wouldn't follow any of these techniques that this vampire is offering. That's just my opinion. I don't think that it's good to follow these things. I think people should figure out things for themselves and find out what works for them. So thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate you all.
In the modern world, we like to have our bowl of cereal, don't we? This is a primal version of your bowl of cereal. I got my test